So as you know, we spend a lot of time teaching you guys what to do to make money, what we do to get new therapy clients, how to build your business, how to scale. So in this video, let's take it back to basics and let's look at things that will actually cost you money as a therapist, a coach, and NLP are trying to grow their business, because I think it's important, if not equally, if not more important, to learn what to ignore, because these things right here are complete time wasters and in the long term will cost you a lot of money because you're putting your attention on the wrong things instead of the right things to earn money as a therapist. So let's look at 8 things that will cost you money. Firstly, number one, where I see a lot of therapists spending their time is worrying about what people think, worrying about what people think about their niche, their logos, the design of their website, the design of their flyers, what niche they should get into, if they should even start their therapy business. I always ask this question when people give me advice or people tell me what to do in the context of them not being a therapist or a business owner themselves and worrying about what people think. I'm always looking at opinions versus facts. So if someone tells me I should be doing something, I always ask them, is this your opinion or is this fact? Do you have evidence for this fact to back it up? Now, when it comes to worrying about what people think, you're going to spend a lot of your time, especially on social media, could be worrying about what people are going to think about you even launching the business. I recommend you stop straight away, because that is probably the number one thing that will stop you from making money in the context of building your therapy business. Number two, don't know why people spend so long here in this place, which is worrying about your logo and professional headshots. This is absolute egos. No client that is worth the money they're going to pay you is worried about your professional headshots or what your logo looks like. Colors are relevant. How good you look on your photos are relevant. I use the same headshot, if you will, or photo of myself across all my social media. This was taken well over 10 years ago on an iPhone. Took 2 seconds to do. It's one picture. That's it. We use it. I've never updated it because no one really cares, and it has no context in building me money in my company or helping my therapy students in the context of them building their business. Also, your logo, irrelevant, guys. Spend 5 minutes here doing both of those things. Move on to the things that are actually going to make you money. Don't let your ego sway you towards these things. Number three, the name of your business. Who cares? Get clients first. Worry about the name of your business later on. I always recommend to make it easy. Use your name with a .com or a .com.au, whatever it is. That's what I recommend you do. Leave it simple. Move on to the things that are actually going to get you clients, guys, which again, we've talked about in other videos before. Solving your own money blocks. This is huge. Every mentor on the face of this planet that is selling you, quote unquote, this, if you have money blocks, if you overcome your money blocks, you can do that with my program. Here's how to make $1 million a year by overcoming your money blocks. Isn't it interesting that all these top gurus and mentors talk about these things because they're selling you a program? I've never seen a mentor talk about this stuff without selling you a program. I always look at what my mentors are doing, not what they're saying. So if you want to make money, you want to earn big dollars as a therapist or a coach or business owner, watch what your favorite mentors are doing. They're coming up with concepts, which is guessing, which is symptoms. We know money blocks is a symptom. We know this because we are therapists. And we know if someone came to us and said, hey, Scott, I think I've got money blocks. What are they doing? They're giving me a symptom and they're also guessing. But therapists spend so much time together clearing their money blocks. And then year after year after year, they're still not making any money because it doesn't solve in the context of business. These out there concepts and guessing and symptoms have no relation to making money, hands down. The only relation it has to making money is the mentors that are selling you these programs. So just be very aware. This is another thing that's going to cost you a lot of money in the long term. Number five, asking advice from other failing therapists. This is just guessing. If you're in Facebook groups asking other therapists who are failing just as much as you, or always know when therapists are failing the most because they always have the most amount of opinions on things. If you're listening to them and following what they're doing, but they're failing, what do you expect is going to happen to you? Well, you're just going to repeat the same problems that they have. Okay. So guys, you're going to ask therapists and coaches, which I recommend you should do, find people that are successful that can actually give you not advice, but actual steps towards it, not just giving their opinions or guessing. Number six, following the opinions of others that are not your clients. So if someone randomly says, could even be a family friend or is someone in your family close to you that says you should do this and you should do that, just be very, very aware. Do not follow their opinions because they are not your clients. Anytime I want to know how to increase the revenue in my company, I always go to the source. I always go to therapists because that's who we teach. If it was I was working one-to-one with clients again, I'd go to the lawyers because that's who I used to work with. And I want to find out, what do they want? What are their needs? What are their likes? What are their dislikes? What are they willing to pay? What are the biggest problems they're having? And I solve those things. I'm going to listen to the opinions, well, not necessarily the opinions on those people, but I'm going to listen to what they have to say. Some random person outside of my niche, random person outside of business, I'm not going to listen to them because, again, it's opinions versus facts. And these are not my clients, guys. Next is following the crowd of therapists. People think, well, I'll just find a therapist to follow and I'll just do exactly what they're doing. Well, already you're competing with too much competition. This is what we call red ocean. We've talked about red ocean and blue ocean niches before. I'm not going to talk about this now. But if you think just following the crowd is the right thing to do, you instantly have a massive competition, and it is not the right thing. Because here's the thing. If you get 100 therapists all doing the same thing, maybe only one of those people is successful and 99 are trying to follow, you're just that added 100 person following the 101 in that red ocean niche. So just be very careful. Following the crowd of other therapists will not work. Lastly, your story, guys. Let me be blunt. You are not unique. Clients don't care about your story. They don't care what you've been through. They don't care about any of these. Sure, would it have some impact in the niche? Maybe, in terms of maybe you've been through it, but it can also be taken too far to the left of that, where people spend so much time on social media talking about themselves, like their story is unique and different. Every client, every person on this planet has a story, and no one cares about what that story is except that person. Just because you've been through something and you think, I can heal someone from this because I've been through it, does not necessarily mean other people have the same problem, because they won't, and doesn't necessarily mean they'll pay money to solve this thing. Your story is not your niche. What you've been through is not your niche. Just because you like it or you dislike it or you've been through it does not equate to a payable niche. So guys, your story is not unique. Get rid of the ego. Stop worrying about yourself, what you've been through, and go to the source. Start asking people that you want to work with, potential clients, about what matters to them. Worrying about what people think, your logos and professional headshots, the name of your business, solving your money blocks, and so on and so forth, are not the things that are going to make you money long term. They will start subtracting money out of your account, guys. Go to the source, speak to real people, solve their problems, do the social media around that. And if you want to know how to do that, we have thousands of videos on YouTube showing you how to do that. If not, jump into a 100K coaching program where we show all these things, and the entire program is built around not bothering with these things, because they take up too much time, and time is probably the most important part of any business, because it's nothing we can buy, and it's also something we have very little of, guys. Okay, so if you're doing any of these things, you're not making money, here's the list why, guys. Okay, so thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.